Yo, 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 what it do? What's good? This is Late Nights with DonB. I'm your host, DonB. Let's get it, let's go, man. Yeah, man, we back with another reaction vid. This time we switching it up, though. We got something a little bit different. This ain't a countdown thing. I'm going to go ahead and kind of do a compound situation going on here. That's what I'm going to do. Lake Lanier. Lanier, yeah, Lake Lanier, man. It's supposed to be a haunted lake in Georgia, man, north of Atlanta. Uh, the backstory about it is supposedly it was like a old town, man. Um, from what I'd heard, and I have not read on this, but from what I heard was that it was a man-made lake, and I don't know, man. And it kind of like I don't know. It was a man-made lake. It used to be a old city or old town. It must be a big ass lake, man. If it was a town, man. But supposedly it's haunted, man. Um, yeah, man. And from what I had heard too, which you got to do your research on it. It used to be like a old black community. So I guess it was like a majority black. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. It's interesting, man. I'm gonna do more research on it, but I decided to go ahead and drop a reaction vid to some of the crazy stories that they have here on the internet. So we're gonna go ahead and check it out, man. We're gonna learn together. We're gonna see what it's about, man. Listen, if you're new to the channel, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. You dig? Drop some comments for your boy and show mad love. You understand it? Cause I show love back. You dig? No hate though. Not this time. No hate. No hate. Let's get to it.
Hall County deputies have identified a body pulled from Lake Lanier as 31-year-old Madeline Sinagra. She had been missing since late July when she disappeared after jumping off a boat into the lake to swim near Port Royal. Authorities pulled her body from the water last week. Deputies do not suspect
Wow.
foul play in her death. Hall County deputies.
So she jumped off the boat just to get on shore. She drowned. I'm pretty sure she knew how to swim. I'm pretty sure she knew how to swim. So yeah, that's a little fishy, man. That's quick as hell too, man. On to the next.
I've started an online fundraiser for a couple found dead on Lake Lanier near an island. 39-year-old Andrew Maronge and 40-year-old Julie Wright were discovered on their boat Monday near the Three Sisters Island chain. The online fundraiser says Andrew and Julie were engaged. Foul play not suspected, and the Forsyth County Sheriff's Office pointing to carbon monoxide poisoning. Joe Hankey is at Lake Lanier
Really?
tonight with more on the couple and how they were found.
Wow. No foul play, huh?
On one of Georgia's most popular lakes, summertime boating season is here, and Lanier is full of water. DNR game warden Chris Hall is asking all boaters to remain safe.
Always have your vessel checked by a certified marine mechanic if you're ever concerned about any type of mechanical issues you may be having.
On Monday, the family of two boaters requested a welfare check. Hall was one of the game wardens on Lake Lanier who responded.
It hadn't been heard from, at which time we responded. Had two vessels respond by water to locate them.
DNR crews found the missing boaters with their 24-foot Bayliner cabin cruiser anchored off the Three Sister Islands chain, which is near 2 Mile Creek Park. When no one on the boat responded, a game warden boarded the boat.
When he boarded, he found the two persons deceased inside the cabin.
Wow.
Forsyth County later identified the two as 39-year-old Andrew Morange and 40-year-old Julie Wright, both from Gainesville, and pictured here on an online fundraiser friends
That's
of the couple
Ohio.
set up. The fundraiser mentions the
think.
two are engaged, and Andrew leaves behind a son, while Julie leaves behind two daughters. The preliminary cause of death from Forsyth County's investigation points to carbon monoxide poisoning. Officials have not released details yet on whether the boat was running when the game wardens arrived or if the boat had a carbon monoxide detector installed. Coming up at 6, we will let you know what the DNR recommends you do before you go on the water, so hopefully you have a safe time. At Lake Lanier, I'm Joe Hankey.
Lake
Live News.
Lanier. Lake Lanier. Okay. So that's the second story. They said what? No foul play? Yeah, that's tough, man. That's tough. Let's see. Got another one.
New tonight, the latest in a series of tragedies of deaths and accidents at Lake Lanier. A 20-year-old woman was riding a jet ski around 2:30 this afternoon when she struck the shoreline. Kaylin Tykus of Lawrenceville was rushed to the hospital where she later died. Now, earlier this week, you might remember a man and his son died at Lake Lanier.
Damn.
So the father rushed in the water to save the boy after he went under.
Whoa. Whoa, where's that story at? So Shorty just had an accident. She had a jet ski accident, and she hit shore. That's what happened to her. I could understand that death, but where this father and the son thing about, man? Let's try to find that.
Authorities are still not ready to release the name of the man who drowned yesterday at Lake Lanier. They tell us he was swimming with his friends and they were returning to shore when he went underwater. This happened around 4 p.m. This is a picture of the crew searching the lake. They
What?
did so for about an hour and finally recovered the man's body in about 10 feet of water. Right now, it is unsafe to swim or boat in Lake Lanier and in the Chattahoochee River due to those high water levels. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers says water releases from the Buford Dam will make it impossible for recreational swimming. The increasing flow rates and the heavy winds
Wow.
will also bring more bacteria.
All right, that's enough for that. That's enough for that. So damn, cuz they was all swimming and my man just went under. That's a situation right there.
Well, developing tonight, Forsyth County deputies are trying to figure out how a woman ended up dead in Lake Lanier. Her decomposed body washed ashore at Bethel Park this afternoon. This is Sky Fox 5 video of the scene just after boaters made that discovery. The victim still has not been identified. The GBI is conducting an autopsy.
Decomposed body. Ew. Ew. Look at my shit pop. Oh, that's probably chills. That ain't mine. I'm about to take that credit for the dude vid and shit. That is not my vid.
It was Friday afternoon when officials in Georgia learned that a boat had overturned on Lake Lanier. A representative for the Georgia Department of Natural Resources later confirmed that 4 people were believed to be on board. Saturday morning, the bodies of 2 women, 45-year-old Melissa McMahon and 44-year-old Tammy Reese, were discovered. McMahon lives in Mount Washington, Kentucky, Reese in Columbia.
Wow.
We had seen maybe 2 other boats going faster than usual.
That witness watched as the boat lost control. She then called 911.
Shout out to just the local boaters there. I mean, I would say probably a good 10, 15 boats just, went towards that boat, towards the accident.
Officials continue to search Lake Lanier for 2 others identified as Arthur Gene McMahon and Anthony Reese Jr. Now, it's still unclear what caused the boat to overturn. Officials say they do not know how fast the boat was traveling. I'm Morgan Lentis, WLKY News.
No, Morgan. I don't know. That's tough. So one thing we do know is, shit, it ain't no swimming in Lake Lanier. It ain't no swimming, not at all. This one more, this last one.
So tens of thousands of your neighbors probably be headed to Atlanta's favorite lake this holiday week, Lake
Their
Lanier.
favorite lake?
Now, even though the water is so good,
Shit.
it's going to be cold. John Sherrick shows us there are
Favorites?
dangers in the water that we
Fuck
should
out.
be really concerned about.
And they said just came in one day and showed up, and a week later it was still there and it was starting to go down.
John Barker with Lake Lanier Association has been fighting abandoned docks and boats for years.
And you could actually see a petroleum sheen on the water. I mean, you could see the oil and gas leaching out. It was very obvious.
He's cleaned up more than half a dozen in the past couple of years. He was thinking he'd gotten a handle on it, but as soon as he gets them hauled away, more take their place.
Wow.
And there it sits. And so now we got to struggle with, how to get it off.
The owner of this houseboat tells a familiar tale. She got it cheap from someone who was tired of the boating life. She pictured fun and sun. What she got was a boat that sank almost immediately, and she doesn't have the money to haul it out of the lake.
You got to send in a crew. They've got to float it, get it on top of the water, get the water out of it, and they got to get it to a ramp.
And I have a trailer there waiting, and they put it on the trailer, bring it up the ramp a little bit to where the boat can drain off, and then I pull it over here to find out what's going to happen next.
Then you have to get a trailer to haul it to the metal recyclers.
Wow.
We have to bring them piece by piece.
You have to pay them to strip it and recycle everything.
And you're somewhere in the $10,000 to $15,000 range.
That's a cost the Lake Lanier Association picks up with help from the county.
Okay, so this
and the
ain't gonna
state.
be nothing spooky.
This party cruiser went down Memorial Day weekend. Luckily, the owner hauled the boat out of the water in the last couple of weeks, so Party Cove is safe for the holiday. It's not just boats, it's docks that have broken free.
The neighbors actually named it Beaver Dock.
Remember this one we showed you last July? It had been there so long a beaver built a den on it. It was just hauled away more than a year later. Pieces of jagged metal break off of the boats and docks and lie in wait for tubers, skiers, and swimmers.
I think it's a huge safety issue.
Okay, so we see what's going on there, you dig? Yeah, Lake Lanier is not the spot, man. They said Georgia's favorite lake. Man, that's y'all crazy as hell, bro. With all those people coming up dead, all them damn abandoned boats and houses, bro. It's clearly it got spirits in that lake, man. It's clear. It got spirits all over that damn lake or something, man. It like the video wasn't meant to be scary or spooky, but it was, man. What the hell is all these abandoned boats and docks and houses? Um, what are they doing in Lake Lanier? The same lake that dead people just keep washing up shore, getting people swimming and getting took and taken under somehow. They motherfuckers are not a swim. If you jump, look, I know people that can't swim. They don't mess with the water. Anybody messing with water, especially that will hop in the water to swim the shore, they know how to swim. They know how to swim. So I don't know, man. That's unexplainable, man. If you got swimmers, man. I'm a swimmer. I'm a jellyfish, man. I can swim my ass off, man. I can get up out of there. I don't know if I can get up out of that, but I can get up out of damn near anything. You feel me? If you put me in water, man, I'm a jellyfish. I'm good. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's clear, man. You got spirits or something. But we gonna go ahead and ease up off this, man. I seen enough. I'm gonna do a little bit more research on the history though of Lake Lanier, man. See if I can come up with anything, and if I find out, man, I will let y'all know in the next reaction vid, but for right now, that's gonna be about it, man. Listen, this is Late Nights with DonB, baby. We only drop late nights. Excuse me. I'm your host, DonB, and we are out of here. Peace.